All right, so I hate this. So we had an incident here on the farm, and I'm going to give you the whole breakdown play by play. I recorded some of it, but I didn't get all of it. I was a little bit frazzled. I'm making this video now to kind of recap what happened and show you guys the things that you kind of sort of need to be prepared for. So I came out in the morning at 7:30 before I was going to work to feed the pigs like I do every day. And I came out and we had a pig in the shelter behind me, and she wasn't getting up to eat with the rest of the other pigs like they normally do. But she was hanging out back in there. She wasn't coming out. She wasn't, you know, hot to the touch, and didn't shy away if I poked at certain areas. So I just figured maybe she has a stomach ache. I had given them a ton of feed the day before, not literally a ton, but 100 pounds where they normally get 60. And the idea there was we had a bunch of feed. They were going for processing. Today, I wanted to chew through that feed that we had. So I left, I went to work, and I kind of mentioned to Jackie, who was home, keep an eye on that pig if you would be so kind, and just let me know if anything changes, if she gets up, if she eats, you know, anything good or bad, if there's a change in what she's doing. So I go to work, I'm doing my thing at work, and Jackie sends me a text along with a video, and she says there's definitely something wrong with this pig. She's having a hard time breathing. She's just laying there. She doesn't move. She will get up. She said she saw her get up and pee, and then after peeing, she was really unsteady on her feet, and she just kind of went back to the shelter and flopped back down. Knowing what I know about pigs, I know that you don't want to eat a pig that's died of natural causes, because there could be all sorts of issues with the meat. Even a lot of times people will say, I don't want to eat a pig that's sick. And I understand that. For me, in a situation like this where it's most likely respiratory, rather than risk this pig not making it to the next day and then being a loss of more than 10% of the total crop we were raising. You know, we're raising 9 pigs. Losing 1 pig is a big deal. So at that point, I made the call to cull this pig. I got lucky. One of the guys, I have 2 processors booked for this year for all of our pigs. One of the guys that is processing the pigs, he got back to me and he said, I'm okay if you shoot the pig and bleed the pig and bring it to me. I will take it and I will process that pig. So now I need to dispatch an animal and get it ready for processing. And that's kind of where we'll roll in. So the plan is to give the other pigs some feed. Like I said, she didn't get up this morning to go eat. So I'm thinking she might not now. So plan of attack for killing a pig, if you haven't ever done this or haven't ever seen this, you stun the pig first, you render them senseless. That can either be done with a captive bolt gun or an actual firearm. I have my CZ P07 9mm right here, unloaded at the moment. I will be using hollow point rounds. And the reason why I'm using hollow point rounds is those will go into the brain cavity, the skull, and the bullet will expand and it will dump all of its energy into the brain. It'll render the animal senseless in an instant. It won't know what's going on. It will be essentially dead, but the body itself will still be, the heart will still be pumping, the lungs and muscles will still be contracting. And at that point, I will take a knife, my Victorinox 6-inch boning knife, curved handle that I like, and I will slice the animal's throat. The heart will still be pumping. It will pump the blood out of the animal. And once the blood has been pumped out of the pig, we'll take her, we'll hook her by the legs and bring her out here. And so I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to go get some feed to throw in their trough over there. And then I'll set the camera up, and you won't see this on the regular channel. There'll be an uncut version in the members section where you'll be able to see the whole thing if that's something that interests you. much. Those two, or there were two that were coming over, but she went right down. Like there was no thrashing, no. I mean, she went down and was just like kind of like,
yeah,
which is dead.
Yeah. So yeah, you had a good shot. All right. Well, I gotta go because I gotta help him. All right. I will. Bye.
It's dead, yeah. Yeah, she got a boo-boo. But she's gonna be food now. Yeah, she'll be food. Yeah, she's dead. She can't walk, no. No. No, she's gonna be food. You can have her as food. Yep. We can eat her, but she won't be alive anymore. Nope. You want to touch her? No. Okay, you don't have to. Yeah, we gotta say thank you to the pig. Okay. Can you say thank you, pig? Ugh. All right, well now.
That pig is alive.
Yeah,
that pig is
yep.
alive. Very good, Emma. This pig is gone.
Yep.
You went to piggy heaven. Okay. Yeah.
You see that bird?
Oh yeah, look at it.
I need my goggles.
Oh, you need your binoculars?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get them.
Okay.
I wonder if I can just
If you can what?
if I can grab Nate's pallet fork and just load the whole thing up into the trailer, into the truck.
I can touch her.
You can touch her, yeah. Go ahead. Is there her feet? Well, it just moved because you touched her, see? But she's not with us anymore. No. No, she's not with us anymore.
I was thinking I was going to gut this animal and take the head off and bring it to the butcher, kind of prepped and ready to be skinned. But I'm really not set up for it. I'm not confident in my skills there yet, especially in a situation where it had to happen so suddenly. I have a neighbor coming over. He's got a tractor larger than ours with a set of pallet forks, and we are going to load this pig on the pallet up into the bed of the truck. And then when I bring it to the butcher, he's got a tractor as well. We can take it off there and he can get it into the cooler. Clear the tailgate? Yep, we're clear. Go up a little and then angle it down. everything went smooth on the kill. My shot was good. The stick was good in the neck. We were able to get the pig dragged out of the enclosure and onto a pallet. From there, I was able to wash her down, hose her off a little bit. And I had a neighbor come by, Nate, who you've probably never met before, but really good guy. And he helped us get it into the back of my truck. And then I was able to get the pig to the butcher, and we got it hung, we got it cleaned up, and she was big. She hung at 250, so that's a big pig. They were bigger than I expected. I expected the pigs this year to be live weight 250, and they definitely grew a little bit bigger than we expected, which is a good thing. You know, I have some thoughts on this whole thing that I just kind of need to get off my chest after being the one that's pulled the trigger. You know, we've been involved in pig processing before. Up until this year, we've processed everything on the farm, and we're kind of at a point now where we've sort of outgrown that ability to process right here on the farm, just because the mobile butchers that are around, mobile butcher, there's really only one. You know, 10 animals is tough for somebody like that. And I'm torn both ways because, you know, I want to use somebody like that, but I want to leave the smaller producers that, you know, they only have 1 or 2 hogs on their homestead, the ability to have that hog processed on their homestead. You know, they don't have a livestock trailer. It doesn't make sense to buy a livestock trailer if you only have 2 pigs and that's all you're going to do per year. I've been involved in helping our mobile butcher, Dan, with processing on processing day. And I've been there. Like, I've been right in, you know, I've been present when pigs were slaughtered. But being the one that pulled the trigger on this pig, it shook me a little bit. You know, it's different than killing a deer. It's different than hunting turkeys. It's its own thing. And, you know, I think you can see that in the video. I think it comes across. I haven't watched the video of the whole thing yet, but, you know, I'm a little messed up. And I think if it doesn't shake you, you need to, that's when you should really consider your involvement with your food and, you know, the relationship that you have with the things that you eat. Because, you know, if it's one thing to just go to the grocery store and pick up a styrofoam package of pork and bring it home and cook it. It's another thing when you're raising animals to put them on a trailer and send them off for somebody else to process them. But even being present for the slaughter aspect is 100% different than being the one that pulls the trigger on an animal. And it definitely gave me a newfound respect for the animals that I won't say I didn't have before. Like, I knew it existed, but it reaffirmed what we're doing here and made me kind of, you know, seeing the pig on the hook at the butcher after, you know, I did the killing of that animal. It gave me a sense of pride, but also a sense of humility, I guess, if that's a way to describe it. It kind of completed the circle of, you know, deciding to raise pigs, getting pigs, you know, raising those pigs, and then now killing that pig. It's just kind of a weird feeling. It's not a bad feeling. It's not a good feeling. It's just a feeling. It's the feels, I guess. It's given me the feels. So yeah, that pig is now going to be ours. I'm not going to give anybody a sick pig. When we got her on the hook and we skinned her yesterday, there was nothing wrong that we could tell. Her lungs may have had a little bit of congestion in them. But the heart, the liver, the kidneys, all of that looked good. So who knows what the deal was. It could have been something as simple as just a light cold and she wasn't feeling well and I maybe overreacted. But when you're raising your own food and you're doing it on a small scale, every little bit counts. And that was kind of why I stepped in and took the course of action that I did. And, you know, it worked out, which is a good thing. So that's where I'm going to end this video. Like I said, I do have the full uncut version that you weren't able to see here on YouTube. I think we're going to be putting that up on Patreon. I think that's how we're going to run the whole membership thing for the group, because I checked out YouTube's rules, and even on the member page, I don't think we can show the things that we want to show. So that's how I'm going to do it. I think that's how I'm going to set it up. Look for that in the next couple weeks, sometimes before Christmas. I did want to plug the members thing. I've got some great gifts going right now. I've been working hard on making some stuff here on the homestead. I'm not ready to let the cat out of the bag on that yet, but we're going to have a stockpile of what we're going to be giving away for the first members gift that's going to come in the spring. And I'm really excited to kind of see some of this stuff getting our viewers' hands. So really excited about that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you again soon.